coming out. It's so funny what's happening with Diddy because this was inevitable.
Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital.
The entertainment world can't seem to look away from the whirlwind of controversy surrounding Sean Diddy Combs. Once hailed as a music mogul who built an empire with hit records and a knack for discovering stars, Diddy now finds himself at the center of a storm that's only getting bigger. Allegations of coercion and manipulation are swirling, and shocking claims involving major celebrities like Justin Bieber, Usher, and others are piling up. The stories unfolding are as disturbing as they are jaw-dropping, and with each new revelation, the darker this saga seems to grow.
Saw in that video totally eviscerated his credibility.
Justin Bieber's name has been surfacing more and more in connection with Diddy's ongoing drama, sparking a lot of questions about what really went down between them in the early days. Remember when Justin was just a fresh-faced teen, suddenly catapulted into the chaotic world of fame? Back then, Diddy seemed like the perfect mentor, an experienced, cool, older figure who could guide him. But now, with all the allegations coming to light, people are starting to wonder if there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone realized.
Yeah, first time I smoked, I don't suggest this, but I was 13. Yeah, 13, 12 or 13.
One of the most talked about moments from Justin Bieber's early career is his infamous 48-hour hangout with Diddy. Back then, Diddy himself referred to it as a dream for Justin in a now resurfaced video, where he boasted about spending 2 days with the young star, promising him a Lamborghini for his 16th birthday and saying they were going to have the time of their lives. At the time, it all seemed innocent enough, just a superstar showing a rising talent the ropes. But in hindsight, those comments now feel off. Diddy even joked that they couldn't disclose what they were doing because it was just for them. What did that even mean? And why was Justin, still a teenager, spending so much time in an adult world? Fast forward to today, and Justin's fans are piecing together these old stories with his more recent struggles. In 2022, Justin revealed he'd been diagnosed with a rare neurological condition that left part of his face paralyzed. He initially attributed it to stress and a virus that attacked his nerves. However, now former insiders from Diddy's circle are claiming that Justin's health issues might be tied to substances he was allegedly exposed to during his time around Diddy. One former associate even suggested that Justin's hospitalizations over the years might not have been as straightforward as they seemed. The possibility that Justin's current health struggles could be linked to his past associations is chilling.
Just an escape for me. I was just young, like everybody in the industry and people in the world who experiment and do.
Then there's Freddie P., a former artist under Diddy's Bad Boy Records, who hasn't held back when it comes to speaking out. Freddie has dropped some explosive allegations about Diddy's treatment of young stars, including Justin Bieber. He's claimed that Diddy had an unhealthy level of interest in Justin, and even suggested that Justin's management team may have turned a blind eye to it. Freddie's words are blunt, but they've struck a nerve with fans who've always questioned whether Justin's rapid rise to fame came at too high a cost. Freddie didn't stop there. He also hinted that Justin wasn't the only one who may have suffered, pointing a finger at Usher as well.
Jay, the Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man.
But Freddie didn't stop there. He painted a chilling picture of what life was like for young artists trying to navigate Diddy's world. According to Freddie, the power dynamic was so distorted that no one felt safe speaking out. He claimed that Diddy's influence reached far beyond the music industry, with connections powerful enough to silence almost anyone. Freddie even alleged that many people who worked closely with Diddy were aware of the alleged mistreatment but were too scared of losing their careers to step in.
He got on Shay Shay and he mentioned how great and how good Puff taught him and everything.
Freddie also shed light on the role of those around Diddy, particularly his team, who were allegedly instrumental in orchestrating events that Freddie described as dangerous for young stars. He claimed that staff members often facilitated situations that put these rising talents in uncomfortable or inappropriate environments. While Freddie didn't name specific individuals, his accusations suggest a level of complicity that goes beyond just Diddy himself. It wasn't only Diddy, Freddie said. There were people working for him who made sure everything went according to his wishes, enabling the behavior. What's even more shocking is Freddie's claim that many in the industry knew about Diddy's alleged behavior, but chose to stay silent due to his immense power. Freddie spoke of a culture of fear that allowed Diddy to operate unchecked for years, revealing that some who were once close to him have privately reached out to express their regret. "They tell me now, man. I wish I had said something, but back then, they were just trying to survive," Freddie revealed. These claims add another layer to the allegations, suggesting the problem wasn't just Diddy's actions, but the systemic failure of an industry that looked the other way.
You mentioned L.A. Reid sent you to New York and you live with P. Diddy. They call it Flavor Camp.
Flavor Camp, yeah.
So what was that experience like and how did that help us?
Freddie's allegations have reignited conversations about the darker side of the entertainment industry, where young talents are often thrown into environments they're not prepared for. The pressure to succeed, coupled with a lack of proper oversight, creates a dangerous mix that leaves many vulnerable. Freddie's unsettling insights serve as a stark reminder of just how much reform is still needed in the industry. For Justin, these revelations might offer some validation, knowing that others have experienced similar struggles. But they also raise the question of how deeply the scars from those early years might run. Usher's connection to Diddy dates back decades to when Usher was just a teenager. He was sent to live with Diddy in New York to learn the ropes of the music industry. Usher has spoken about this period in his life, describing it as wild and crazy. In a 2016 interview with Howard Stern, he admitted to seeing things he didn't fully understand at the time, though he downplayed the specifics, saying he was too young to grasp what he was witnessing. These vague descriptions only add to the mystery. Usher has also been asked in interviews if he would ever send his own children to live with Diddy, and his answer has always been a firm no.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy.
The parallels between Usher's and Justin's stories are hard to ignore. Both were young talents thrust under Diddy's influence, and both have hinted at witnessing things that made them uncomfortable. But while Usher has managed to carve out a long and successful career, Justin's journey has been far more turbulent. From public meltdowns to struggles with substances, and now his ongoing health battles, it's clear that Justin has carried a heavy burden. Recently, news broke that Justin had unfollowed Usher on social media, sparking speculation among fans that there might be more to their relationship than meets the eye.
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Let's dive into Justin's recent social media move for a moment. He unfollowed not just Usher, but several other key figures from his past, including his longtime manager, Scooter Braun. At first glance, it might not seem like a huge deal, but in the celebrity world, unfollowing someone often signals the end of a major relationship. Could Justin be distancing himself from people he feels failed to protect him during his rise to fame? And why, out of all the people he's unfollowed, is Diddy still on his list? Some speculate that Justin is being strategic. Unfollowing Diddy would make headlines and draw even more attention to their past connection, something he might not be ready to confront publicly just yet. Adding fuel to the fire are the growing allegations surrounding other celebrities in Diddy's orbit. Cassie, who had a long and tumultuous relationship with Diddy, filed a lawsuit last year, accusing him of years of mistreatment. Her claims have opened the floodgates, with more than 100 people reportedly coming forward with similar stories. Then, there's the bombshell lawsuit involving Jay-Z, who's been named as a co-defendant in a case alleging misconduct at a high-profile event years ago. The ripple effect of these allegations is staggering, dragging some of the biggest names in music and entertainment into the spotlight.
And there has been a lot going on. Since November, there have been 8 civil lawsuits filed against Diddy. 7 of them accuse him of
Amid all of this, Justin has been trying to focus on his family. He and his wife Haley recently welcomed their first child, and by all accounts, he's overjoyed to be a dad. But even this happy milestone hasn't escaped the cloud of rumors about his financial struggles. Some sources suggest that Justin's lavish lifestyle, combined with his medical expenses, has left him in a difficult financial spot. There's even talk that he may be forced to go back on tour sooner than he's ready, just to keep up with his bills. For someone who's been so open about needing time to heal, the idea of being pushed back into the spotlight feels heartbreaking. So, where does all this leave Justin? His fans are rallying around him, but the questions persist. How much of his current struggles can be traced back to his past interactions with Diddy? Why has he chosen to cut ties with certain people from his past while staying silent about others? And perhaps most importantly, will he ever feel ready to share his side of the story? One thing is clear: this saga is far from over. As more details continue to emerge, the public is left grappling with uncomfortable truths about what really happens behind the scenes in the entertainment industry. It's a world where power dynamics can be dangerously skewed, and young talents are often left vulnerable. For Justin, the hope is that he can find peace and healing, not just for himself, but for the family he's built. But until then, the shadows of his past will likely continue to loom large.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
So, what do you think about all of this? Are Justin's recent actions a sign that he's ready to take control of his own narrative? And how deeply do you think Diddy's controversies are connected to Justin's struggles? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Be sure to subscribe for more updates as this story continues to unfold. Until next time, stay safe, and let's hope for brighter days ahead for everyone involved.